Together with our father, we asked ourselves what the archetype, the form of a bathroom fitting reduced to its essence, could look like. Where else would you find handles that regulate supply lines? What did the first fittings look like? There were indeed simple valves like the ones we might still find now and then in our boiler room. The fittings were simple pipes and some of them were still laid on the wall, more like an extension of the pipe. This is what we still quote today with the outlet of the Tara, a pipe that follows the flow of the water. The approach was almost radical at that time. 30 years ago, fittings looked different, especially in the luxury segment. They were allowed to be opulent and often classic. Back then, people preferred to think of heavy cast brass and golden surfaces. Next to that, our Tara looked rather unexciting and reserved. But that's precisely what made it so iconic. Simple, pure, highly functional and absolutely self-explanatory in their function. The cross handle literally speak for themselves.
In fact, we can now confidentially say that Tara has become an icon of bathroom design. Over the years, the market has produced countless fittings that have either been inspired by Tara or obviously quoted, or unfortunately simply copy it. When we think about why Tara became this icon, we naturally come back to the theme of the archetype, the essence, the capture of the essence. Today in particular, we feel a new desire for serenity, for unexcitedness. We don't want to define ourselves by extravagant design or by design at all. Rather, we are looking for orientation and sustainability. Above all, we want to feel comfortable with products and want to recognize distinction more on the perfection of detail. Tara reflects this attitude to life in many ways. The durability of the design on the one hand and the uncompromisingly high quality standards of Dornbracht production are a clear promise in terms of sustainability. But also through the many, sometimes only subtle design and technical refinements of the last years and decades, as well as through exciting new surfaces and handle variants. Tara has always remained profoundly modern. In other words, not a classic, but a true icon.
We always consider the bathroom in its architectural totality. We are never concerned with the individual fitting alone, but always with working out what this fitting does with the room, how the architecture of the room can contribute to the many different aspects of people's health and well-being. This applies not only to Tara, but also to MEM, Vaya, Meta, to all the fittings that we have developed with Dornbracht.
In a world that is becoming increasingly complex and digital, people are so happy to have a product without a manual and display. Tara inspires rooms that are reserved and convey protection. This will become even more noticeable in architecture in the future. In this respect, Tara will be more up to date than ever in the future with its disarming openness and clear formal language. And we will of course continue to track down people's needs and wishes. The topic of sustainability, water is becoming an increasingly valuable commodity. That has been on our minds for some time and will certainly occupy us even more in the future.